It's 7 minutes after 7, my 100 more reasons to buy your airtime with MTN Momo. You're probably asking why. Well, it's really simple. Momo is giving you back 100% bonus whenever you buy airtime from your wallet. That's 2 times the airtime you need. You can schedule your airtime purchase of any amount daily, weekly, or monthly by dialing *170# and then use option 3 and follow the process, or simply dial *170*311#. That's *170*311# for a superb airtime purchase experience. So whether you're scheduling tomorrow's airtime today or buying airtime when you need it on *170# or *170*311#, you get 100% bonus airtime. So you can make twice as many calls and catch up with gist only on MTN Mobile. Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN. MTN everywhere you go. And as I said, you're LinkedIn. You're LinkedIn. Have you updated your CV, Winston?
Yeah, actually.
When did you?
Last time I did that was less than a month ago.
When did you last update your CV, Michael?
Week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yes. I know why.
Yeah.
Now, when was the last time you updated your LinkedIn, both of you?
That would also be about a month ago.
Last week.
You know, the reason why I'm asking both is that some people update CVs and forget about their LinkedIn profiles.
Big
Now,
mistake.
yes, today I was at the Attorney General Alliance conference, AGA Africa conference, and I mean, I wish we could talk about that later because so many eye-opening, insightful conversations we had on there. And before one of the panelists came on, because this is panelists all over the world, you know, people from Microsoft, from all T-Mobile, and someone was like, oh, so before I came on, I checked this panelist on LinkedIn. I'm like, aha. So if you're LinkedIn, you are there doing some, then you know that it's beans. So today we're going to have a conversation, you know, because with time, everything's gone digital. You are doing everything on your smartphone. You're doing everything on the internet. You are sending CVs out. And if you've ever applied for a job online, especially those who've been applying for remote jobs, you'd notice there's a button. Use your LinkedIn profile to apply for the job. Yeah. Now, your LinkedIn has your last job, which was in 2007 and 2008, 2009. You submit it thinking that it's sending your CV and you don't get the job. You're wondering, oh, what's happening? So today with Amanda, who's been on the show before. Welcome back, Amanda.
Thank you, Spiky.
So Amanda is a digital marketing specialist and she knows all the corners of LinkedIn. So if you want to quit your job and apply for a new job, I'm not saying quit your job, but I'm saying if you want to, now's the time to upgrade your LinkedIn profile. And Amanda's going to tell you why and how you should do it. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you very much,
So,
Spiky.
First off, social media. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, then LinkedIn. Some people I see treat LinkedIn like their Facebook. Yeah, they go to Facebook and post their party pictures, you know, their kids' pictures and stuff. You know, stuff you do on Facebook. Is that right?
Thank you very much. I think just this afternoon I saw a post from somebody who is saying he left Facebook because of this whole thing like 3 years ago. He's not logged on his Facebook account. And now he's on LinkedIn and he's seeing certain things of that nature on LinkedIn. So when you said it, I was like, yeah, I read something like that today. You know, LinkedIn is really professional platform.
Right.
I mean, that was the whole idea. That's the whole mindset. And it's business oriented. So it's much more about showing that aspect because you want to attract recruiters or hiring managers, or you want to collaborate with a brand, or you want to attract potential customers as well. So basically that is that platform that has been given to you free of charge to use. You can't use the same strategy you are using on Facebook or Instagram on LinkedIn. It doesn't work that way, especially if, let's say, you're looking for a job. You can't use that same strategy on LinkedIn. As you mentioned, currently some hiring managers or most multinationals, when hiring, they ask you to fill in your CV with LinkedIn. So they go there because they scroll through your LinkedIn to see what you do there.
Right.
So you see, you'll be surprised. Someone say, okay, do I've updated my LinkedIn? I don't really post. Yeah, I mean, it's good to post. But you often like certain comments. You often like certain posts. You often comment on certain posts. They go through to know what interests you. What do you look out for when you're on a professional platform? Which conversations do you engage yourself in? What's the value of contribution do you add up to with the post that has been? So really, you can't treat your LinkedIn page like your Facebook page.
Right. So you have to engage in conversations and topics that would mirror your skills or your professional life.
Exactly.
Okay. So for our listeners who are listening, I want you to send your messages to our WhatsApp number, which is 055 11 11 997. I want to know, are you on LinkedIn? And when's the last time you updated your LinkedIn profile? When's the last time you posted or commented? When was the last time you logged in to LinkedIn at all? Because I know some people, yeah, I have a LinkedIn and that's it. Your picture is from 2002. You don't, Mike, why are you looking at me like that? Are you guilty?
I nearly felt called out and I realized I've changed my picture.
Oh.
So I'm cool.
Yeah, some people don't even have a picture at all. I understand that. Yeah, privacy concerns. But so send us a message 055 11 11 997 055 11 11 997. So, Amanda, what I want to know is, like, what are the important sections on your LinkedIn profile that you need to pay attention to? So am I just going to post, or I need to update the CV part as well, my professional experience, or I need to be replying every message in my inbox? Michael, why do you have your hand up?
Oh, no, carry on.
So what should I pay attention to?
Okay. So immediately you asked, what was the last time Michael had his profile picture updated? I just smiled. He said he did that recently. That is the first thing somebody sees,
Right.
when you even want to connect. So if you should send you want to connect to somebody and you don't have a picture, a profile picture, the likelihood of the person accepting is
Very low.
very, very low. So when you get to your LinkedIn page, one of the main things you know to do is to update your profile picture.
Right.
And because it's a professional platform, you should be mindful of the kind of picture you use as your profile picture. It's very key. And maybe you sign on to LinkedIn like, let's say like 5 years ago, and currently you can see there's a difference between the 5 years image and now. The appropriate thing really to do is to get a
Update
current
it.
picture.
Right.
Maybe 5 years ago, I didn't have locks. Now I have locks. So I need to change so that the recruiter knows the kind of person he or she is speaking to, because I can't see you, especially if it's remote.
Right.
Before they even have or send you a link to have an interview with you on. So first of all, the profile picture gives them an idea of who they are really talking to. So the profile picture is the first thing. And it needs to be, ideally, I mean, LinkedIn will even advise that you use a portrait picture, which should take about 60% of your face.
Okay.
So it's not like a picture that you are sitting so far away that you can really
can't see your face.
Yes. So ideally, it should take like 60% of your face. That's why it should be very high resolution.
So passport picture, basically.
Baby, basically, yeah. And it's good to use your profile picture should be just you, not a group of people in the
Right.
picture, so that they know who they are dealing with. So because you're mistaken, maybe is it A in the picture or B? So it should just be you. Apart from the profile picture, we have this other one that we call the background photo.
Right. Yes, the cover photo. on
Yeah,
the
like
top.
the header, which is also important. It also informs them about. So some people use the background photo for maybe a particular skills or work that they are into, or maybe to show off maybe an award they've won or what they do. So once you get there, you have an idea. Okay, this person is into digital marketing. This person is into, just by the background photo. So the background photos, a lot of people don't update their background photo, or they don't have it at all. So maybe if you don't have, it's one area that you should look at to really update. And then we also have this other section that we call the headline. You know, just after your profile picture, you have this, you'll be able to put in your skills, what you do. That's one thing that people would see first when you want to connect. So when you send me a connection, I'll first of all see your picture, and then I have an idea of what you do or your skill sets. So if I'm the type that maybe your skill sets, sometimes you send connection to somebody and they wouldn't really accept. Sometimes they will accept. Some people are that's mindful. The person feels, this connection, I don't really have anything to do with the connection with regards to this skill set, so I wouldn't really accept your connection. And even for recruiters, it's one thing that they look out for, because that's the first thing they see. And you need to use keywords that, especially if you're looking for a job or you're looking for collaborators, you should use keywords that a hiring manager will be searching for,
right,
or a collaborator will be searching for. Maybe you're into market research, digital marketer, and that's the kind of job you're looking for. Those are the keywords that should be seen in your headline.
Right.
Because when the hiring manager comes on LinkedIn, he or she is not going to type your name because they don't know you, but they will definitely type marketing researcher.
Right.
And these are some of the keywords that you should use in your headline, in your background, and your skill sets, experience as well. So from there, we also have what we call the background. So the background gives you a brief about yourself, and it can be what you are doing currently, your achievements, and about your likes, what makes you happy. It's just a brief. As much as it's a digital platform, sometimes people also want to see the human aspect of you. So you use that part to update your wins, what your achievements. Then we come to the educational side to also feel what you've done, your achievements, your background, your skills, your certificates. We have voluntary sites as well. So these are all various places that you need to update. It's not just put your picture there, forget about it, and then leave, or just open a LinkedIn account and you think by some magical means you get some hiring manager finding you, or some company that want to collaborate with you. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a whole SEO approach. Because when I started hearing keywords and everything, so for those who know what SEO is, search engine optimization, that's Amanda's job.
Yeah.
So you have to use keywords. You have to use stuff that could easily get you found, because clearly the hiring manager or the HR manager is not coming to say, I'm looking for Michael Ajiti. They're coming to look for the thing that Michael does or the thing that Winston does. So you have to indicate that this is what you do. It has to be in there. Now, how often do I need to update my LinkedIn profile? So Michael did it last week. Winston has done it in recent months. I have done it I think I did mine in February. So do I have to update it again?
Okay, so I would say it depends on what you are on LinkedIn for.
Right.
That's the first thing. And it depends on what strategies you need to implement, you've decided to implement. There's nothing like updated every 5 years, but it should be very current.
Okay.
Sometimes LinkedIn algorithm works in such a way that if you leave your page dormant for some time, they would be showing pages that are very current and updated. So sometimes you just can go on your page, your profile, and update maybe a comma. You've done something in the past 2 months.
Right.
You can update your background. Maybe you've not earned yourself any certificate or new school for you to update. So you feel, what am I going to update? But you've got yourself some achievements. You've met some collaborators. You've done something. So you can even use that to just edit the background side of your LinkedIn. So there's no fast rule as to don't update tomorrow. I even updated yesterday in the evening. Because you go back to your LinkedIn and you're reading and you think, I could have added this or changed this keyword to this. You just update it. And if you update it, LinkedIn algorithm sees it that you are really current on your page. So the rate at which they will show your page, or it pops up when somebody is searching for anything with respect to your skill, is high as compared to somebody who leaves a page so dormant. So you realize that there will be a certain period I find yourself having a lot of people sending in connections to you. It's because maybe you keep your page really updated, if that with posts or commenting on people's posts as well. Yes.
Right. So if I get this, the analogy is like having an LED flashing light on your shop versus somebody who doesn't have one. If you have an LED flashing light, it attracts attention. It gets people to wonder what's happening here, versus you that is using Bobo. So, like Kelewele sellers are always using the Bobo lights. So imagine a Kelewele seller using flashlight that says Kelewele here.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You go there.
I
No, you are very traditional. No, you're not my
We are
target
used to
market.
Kelewele and Bobo. Yeah,
You are too
I know.
traditional.
Yeah,
Go
Messi
away.
is
No, it's all about
Example
being
for
the first thing all of us would think, oh, by now this thing they cost. That's the very first
But
thing.
you see, the advantage of that is that then the person has a higher asking price. If people are already assuming,
But all my kids
That's-
really cheap though.
basically, imagine that you are the flashing lights, right?
Mhm.
Your LinkedIn profile is like flashing, and people are coming and they're anticipating that you're going to be expensive. That gives you a good, opportunity to ask for more.
This actually gives me a good question because it's a
Right.
conversation I've been having with some friends of mine. Now, what they say about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is very plastic. In the sense that they said that LinkedIn is very
Showy.
made up. Yeah, showy
Yeah.
and very made up. But based on what you said, I think that's the point. So could
You're
you please-
basically supposed to show off
Show off.
that this is what I'm good
you're
at.
supposed to basically peacock.
Yeah.
So can you please touch a little more on that?
Okay, so as I said, LinkedIn is a professional platform.
Yeah.
So it's either you are there to network with people, to collaborate, or maybe you want a new job, or just to learn more from other people in your industry. But then, if let's say you are looking for a job, how can I find you? It's about, I don't have your CV, I don't know you. So till I get to your LinkedIn page and I see what you say you are doing or what you tell me, that is what would make, that's the first point for me to even take a step further to say, okay, let me engage this person and speak to the person. But if there's really nothing on your page, there's no skill sets, and you've activated the open for job or looking for a job, you can imagine that how many recruiters will really get to you. As you said, yeah, I agree. I mean, some people say LinkedIn, now it's a platform that you can't even really believe or trust if what somebody is saying is the reality. I mean, that aspect is there, which is common on all social media platforms. It's uncommon on also. But you can't say because of that, you won't put up what you do or what you are doing, because you know your end game. You know what you want to attract. So if you're not doing that, how can somebody find you and know what your potentials are? So yes, that aspect is there, but the aspect of it works is also there because you find that on all social media platforms.
All right.
Right.
So
So,
professional Instagram. Got it.
yeah. Yeah, so Winston just called LinkedIn a professional Instagram. I don't know if it's accurate, but yeah, somehow. Michael, what are you thinking about?
No, I'm just thinking how much I've decorated my page recently when I did my upgrade. And professional Instagram is not too far off the mark. Because all the sections she mentioned it needs to make sure that your cover, your profile picture is updated. And I only did that because I have more, my face hasn't changed enough that really warranted, but you know what? It lessens the shock just a little bit. So since I've got more facial hair, let me add that in there. But I can still go back to the old one anyway. Cover header image has been changed. My background information has been changed. All of that, even when I updated it last week, I did a small update there as well. So, I mean, on Saturday I look at it short of throwing in other stuff that you normally put in on Twitter and Instagram, all that, it really is just a professional Instagram.
Okay. So,
You heard it here first.
well, we've got a few messages on WhatsApp. There's a question. When you send messages, could you please add your name and your location so I can, identify or read? Bridget Mediaco from Gulf City says, why do I need to update my background pic often? So she wants to know how often why she needs to do it often.
Oh, okay. So is it the background update or the background cover? Okay, so there's a difference between the background picture I'm talking about, which is like the header, and we have a part there called the background, like a background short brief about yourself.
Right. So like a bio something.
Yeah, so it's like a bio.
Right.
So like a Instagram bio sort of. So that part is a bio. So that somebody in brief has an idea of what you do and what your achievements are or what your skills are. So there's a difference between that background cover and there's a section there called the background where you write a brief about yourself.
Right.
So that's that part I was talking about, that even if you don't have anything to update, you've done certain things over a month, 2, 3, not necessarily you've gone to school or a certificate, but in terms of working and in terms of you've achieved something, you can update that background part, not the picture.
Right.
with it. Yeah. So
Great.
that's the background I was referring to.
So there you go. Good evening, please. I am Dansoa. Following your conversation currently, it's quite coincidental that I opened my LinkedIn profile today
Wow.
to update a few things. I have not done that in a long while now. I have not posted anything on my profile yet. However, I hope to do so with high quality after I listen to the conversation. This is really enlightening. Thank you. Thank you too for sharing. So yes, that's why you should. High quality stuff only. I've got a question here. Can LinkedIn... Before I even think or dream of downloading the app, my most important question is that... And Kwesi, what has E-Levy got to do with LinkedIn?
Hubtail.
Oh, right. Okay.
We'll ask them next time.
And then LinkedIn, what's that? I don't remember that account. So it's been ages. Hey, Nana Kwesi, are you looking to get employed? Or are you looking for talent? Are you looking for like-minded people to engage in discussions with, professional discussions with? Then LinkedIn is the place to go. And he's also asking, can LinkedIn be used to market and sell?
Yeah, the product. Nana Kwesi, that is what you are marketing and selling.
So you're selling your professional brand, which is you.
Right.
So invariably, you are not going there to maybe say, I'm selling a product A, 2,000 Ghana cedis, come and buy.
Right.
But you want to educate people why they should go in for product A.
Okay.
What product A does for you. The do's and don'ts of product A. You'll be surprised a lot of people they don't know. So then they realize, when it comes to the industry, you really know what you're about. So I
Right.
really want to get in touch with you and even buy from you.
Right.
Because people would prefer to buy from people that know what they're about. So that is a way of indirectly even marketing or selling
and
what you
stuff.
have.
Wonderful.
So
So-
indirect tone
Yeah.
as well.
Hey, why are you
Again?
selling from...
No, I'm saying so it's professional Instagram, indirect tone at one. Let's keep going. We find more interesting about it.
So, yes, what is the difference between the bio and about?
Okay, so maybe that's what you call about the bio. So I mentioned we have the highlights
Yes.
just beneath your picture, where often that's where you see people writing maybe CEO, digital marketer. That's the brief, because when you send somebody a connection, that is what you'll see first.
Right.
Then we have the bio, which is the brief about yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
That place is at the that's the about.
So you're short myself.
Yeah,
Goes
the short
there.
mind. So by LinkedIn, that they call it about.
About, right.
So you see the about. That's what the about column means. It's like a brief about yourself to sell yourself.
Cool.
Yeah.
So now this is where it's this is an important question for me, because I get so many connection requests. Should I accept anybody? You know how on Facebook I don't just add anyone as a friend. On Twitter I don't just follow people. I mean, I can't control those who follow me unless my account is private. I don't just follow people. Should I apply that same style to LinkedIn?
It's not compulsory to accept everybody.
Yeah, I'm accepting everybody.
Oh, it's not. I mean, it's not compulsory to really accept everybody.
Right.
Especially some people are particular about the kind of connection they build on LinkedIn. And so you can't really tell somebody you need to accept this person or not accept. It depends on what the person's strategy or plan is. Some people feel, okay, this person really has nothing to do with my career growth, or I wouldn't want to connect with you.
Right.
You can't. So at best, what you can just do is maybe follow the person, but you can't really connect. So with the difference between, LinkedIn has the follow button and then the
Right.
connection
Correct.
button. So I can follow you, so that one I have the advantage of seeing whatever you post, you share. But with a connection, you would have to accept it. If you don't accept, I can't send you a message. That's the thing. So I can't send you a message with doubts if I'm not connected to you. But if I follow you, I can really have everything, but I still can't send a message to you.
Right.
So you are not really mandated to accept every connection.
Cool. So
And then I don't know if I,
Sure.
and so you should be mindful of even the people you send connections to. You don't think that, I've seen this, let me send connection to, because LinkedIn algorithm also works in such a way that when a lot of people refuse or delete your connection, LinkedIn starts
flagging.
yeah,
you, right,
why are
so
a lot
spammy.
of people rejecting connection from this particular person? So it's not like they said go and connect on LinkedIn, so you also there, I see, connect. I see this person connect. Yeah, exactly. And then you realize people saying, they've sent connection to these people and they don't respond or trying to. Nah, I mean, that is a person, and it depends on what the person is like. So when you're connecting, some people will advise that maybe you follow the person, you know what the person share, you've commented 1 or 2, then you try to send a connection.
Okay.
To see if the person will accept.
So don't do any illegal connections because it's gonna affect you if it doesn't connect correctly.
If you do it often and people, when you have a connection, you either take on the correct sign or the so
X.
if a lot of people are always taking on the
X.
X, then LinkedIn will start looking at you.
Professional Tinder.
Always have a name for something else.
Winston, Winston just keeps dropping these. I'm going to take a commercial break and try and double click on resets on Winston. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Back. If you just joined in, we're talking about LinkedIn. Yes, it's a professional social media platform for you to, as Winston rightly puts it, it's a professional Instagram, it's a professional sell yourself, and it's a professional yeah. So basically you are showing yourself for prospective employers or prospective hiring managers to see your skills, and basically consider it as your online CV, which is essentially what it is. And we've learned that being active on LinkedIn can help you get noticed some more. We've got some messages coming on WhatsApp. Spikes, what's the difference between headline and position on the LinkedIn profile page? That's from Nana.
Okay, so the position,
yeah,
I'm sure that's where the same thing is written as the headline. Maybe because I'm using the right words, that's how LinkedIn mentions those places. So that's that part. And then either the position also he or she is referring to maybe like position, your current position,
right?
So when you update that part, that's your career journey. That part does not reflect under the headline.
Okay.
So the headline, you have to go there again to fill that part.
Right.
So you can edit all this at the profile column. So you just have to click on your profile picture. It opens up, and then you have something like a pen. Once you click on the pen, you have all the details that is attached to the headline, the background, and you can change that part as well.
Great. And we've got another question saying, how long should the about section be, as well as is there a way of uploading evidence of information? So like maybe your certificates, and there is. Okay,
so the about column initially was 2,000 characters. I think currently you have up to 2,600 characters to use for the about column. So you are free to use. But it doesn't mean because you've been given 2,600 characters, you just write everything. Because what I've also realized that, we already have a section for your education. You've already written that. So why don't you use the about column for something else that is not in your educational background? And then for LinkedIn, you are just able to update, let me say, the certificate name, not necessarily the picture.
Right.
So some people are able to update the picture as a picture, maybe as a post.
Right.
So maybe they finish some course on LinkedIn, so they awarded a certificate, use it as a post on your page. And I think one thing I didn't mention is, unlike the other social media platform, LinkedIn gives you the platform to learn. So they have LinkedIn Learning.
Okay.
So they have the free version of LinkedIn Learning that you don't have to subscribe and pay monthly, and you can learn like a lot. And then maybe if you're so good and you want to really upskill, you can pay for the monthly. But you have the free one that you should really take advantage of.
Right. Yeah. So there's a free LinkedIn learning platform you should take advantage of. Yeah, get some knowledge and some skills, update it. And you do get a certificate of completion when you're done with the course. No, Amanda?
Yeah.
Yes, so when you're done, you get a certificate. I can brag about Instagram, professional Instagram.
I have tried it.
Yes, you, of course, have tried it.
Yeah, I've definitely tried it. I tried
with
a course
data science.
Yeah, I forgot what course. I think it was a SQL course or something like that. I tried it.
So you've showboated it on.
I don't remember. But I think we should meet up with you so that we can do a special where we do a before and after.
And then right?
LinkedIn.
Yeah, so like we do.
But whose LinkedIn are we using?
Mine. Certainly mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
I thought you said you did yours in the last month. So it's all professionally done.
He doesn't even remember what he's updated on it.
I don't know what I've done. A couple of courses. I just don't remember. There's a proficiency test as well. Yeah. That LinkedIn also have done those. Yeah.
I mean, if you're applying for certain jobs, you have to take proficiency tests.
Even voluntary jobs that you take, you can still update them on your LinkedIn profile.
So I think we should do that, and then it will be a 1 month period, and then we see what happens in a month.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
should be fun.
Cool. So yes, if you've been listening, we've been talking about your LinkedIn, your online CV, your online resume, and why you should update it regularly, why you should have it in the first place. And we've been talking about it from the point of people who are employees, but what if I'm an employer? Should I also do the same thing as everybody's doing? Should I update often? I mean, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO. I don't need to post because, I'm getting my paychecks anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, not mentioning names, but you have a lot of the boss, the CEOs that really have updated their LinkedIn profile, really. So, currently LinkedIn is even, they have their own criteria that they
Right.
choose LinkedIn influencers.
Yes.
Yes, so we have LinkedIn influencers, and it's because of some of these things. And you realize these LinkedIn influencers are people also who also, for some of them, fall in the category of they are their bosses. So they share, you realize that such people share things about their company,
Yes.
so that they are building the brand reputation of the company as well. So it's not necessarily about them, though they will update their profile, everything. But you realize that the content that they share most often is about the company, to set the company out there. So there's nothing like it's for employers, employees. It's for really everybody.
Yeah, I know Richard Branson. I follow him on LinkedIn, and he's always posting.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're going to bring the show to a close. Unfortunately, yes.
Before we go, we have our weather special coming this Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah.
Hopefully Sunday 4 p.m. you guys will get to experience our day with the Ghana Meteorological Agency.
Yes, and we learned a lot on that day. I personally, I can tell the weather. I'm not bragging, but yeah. So Geek Squad is brought to you by MTN, where you go. Thank you very much, Amanda, for
Thank
taking us
you,
through this. We will
Spiky.
definitely bring Winston for you to upgrade his LinkedIn.
Before and after.
Before and after. And so thank you to my producer, Prince Safo, Dennis the Fair Boy, Abeku Sankofi, and Tracy Newman. Thank you guys for the wonderful job you're doing. My name is Koby Spiky Nkrumah. Catch me at Real Spiky on social media, and we're out.